Alright guys, I'm doing an update on my 2017 10-point Eclipse, and something I've done is I did buy a Ravin scope for this bow, and that is simply because the ProView 2 is not a good scope. They're not nice. They are fine if you're only going to be shooting 40 or 50 yards. But I like to, if I'm in the yard playing around, I like to launch Hail Marys. I like to play long range if I'm playing in the yard. I like to have fun with it. So anyways, I did get the 100-yard variable speed Ravin scope for this, and I bought it off eBay from Wyvern Creations, 90 bucks shipped, and finally got it all dialed in. I've actually only shot 20 to 80 yards, and I now have two targets at 90 and 100, and I'm shooting the Pro Lights. These are the only arrows that you can shoot out of your 10-point to get the advertised speed. This is as light as you can go, and I know they're not going to be as accurate as the Pro Elites or the Center Punch, but I want speed. I'm launching them down there. It's fun, you know, and sure, you will have some different drop with your other arrows, but that's why you get one of these variable speed scopes, so you can adjust no matter what arrow or tip you're using. You can match the speed with the weight of arrow you're going to run. So I'm actually going to run, these are the lightest, so probably the most inaccurate arrows, but probably still pretty good. At 80 it was impressive. So I know you're not going to have as much downrange energy or accuracy with these, but right now I'm zeroed with this particular weight of arrow, so that's what I'm running at 100 right now, just for fun. I'm not going to shoot a deer that far, don't worry. So we are going to see what she can do. I've got 4 arrows back here right now, and I guess I'll shoot 2 at 80, or no, I'm sorry, 2 at 90 and 2 at 100. We'll see how it goes. I got a Glendale buck down there and a Reinhardt 18 in 1 or whatever they're called. It's at 100. The deer I'm shooting at's at 90 right now. It's not a real deer. Relax. Holy smokes, there's 2 arrows. This is at 90 yards with the lightest arrows you can run in this, and I have 2 arrows almost touching on that deer right now. It's not perfectly zeroed at this distance, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm not leaning my bow one way or another. That's something you got to look out for, is these scopes don't have a level in them. So you always got to think where your 20-yard pin is, even though you're aiming at 60, 70 yards, the arrow's only going to fall perfectly downwards from your 20-yard pin. So if your bow's canted, what you're aiming with may be right on the target, but that's not actually where the arrow's going to land if your bow is not level. So I'm just kind of eyeballing it here, and it's still working pretty good. We are going to go 100 yards. That's right on. It looks like it's pretty close anyways. My 90s were about 2.5 inches left of where I was aiming, so I'm actually holding over just a hair for these at 100. You can't really see stuff like that until it's out this far. But we're just going for groups right now, so I'm just gonna hold the same point again and show you what a 10 point can do at 100 yards. All right, those felt pretty good. Let's go check them out.